Hello and welcome back to the Champions League Challenge on Football Manager 2022, where we are currently in charge of Steaua Bucharest in the second tier of Romania. Now, since the last episode, we've played a few games off camera and we've had a transfer window as well, so I'll go through all the games, the results, and any transfer dealings that we've done as well as a few other things. So the first of the 5 games that we played off camera was this one against FC Brasov in the league. Before this game, we found out that we'd actually won Manager of the Month for November, and Dragas Huiban had won Player of the Month for November for getting 3 goals in the 2 games that we played in the league in that month. And then we went on to beat FC Brasov by 2-1. And there was another award not awarded before this game. Afterwards, the goal from Badea, the second of our 2 goals, was actually awarded Goal of the Month for December. So I'll quickly show you that now. So Atanas played it to Huiban to Bucharest, back to Badea, and he just had a beautiful curling effort into the top right corner of the goal, and that sealed the 3 points for us and also pushed us up to the top of the table. We then had an almost 3-month break before we played Selimbar in the league at the end of February, and we came back with all guns blazing, winning 4-2 away from home against Selimbar. Huiban grabbing himself a goal, as well as Wallace Chapurliu and Passionel. We had some central midfield issues in this one as well. Niaksu and Passionel were our starting centre midfielders due to fatigue, injuries, and the fact that Badea got recalled from his loan because apparently we hadn't been playing him enough, despite the fact that the conversation I had with his parent club manager was after we'd played that December game and when we had the 3-month break. So I don't know where he was expecting me to play him, but that's enough about that. He's no longer with us. Niaksu and Passionel did well coming into a side that they barely played in at this point. And there's also a goal that I want to show you from this game as well, from our Brazilian centre-back Wallace. So it's a goal that put us 2-0 up, and it's from a free kick again. We just seem to have a team full of capable free kick takers. A beautiful finish from Wallace to go alongside plenty of free kick goals from our 2 centre midfielders so far this season. We then had 2 weeks off before we came up against our title rivals, Politehnica Timisoara, and Atanas gave us the lead early on in this one, but it was a very late equaliser from Gerbi, which consigned us to just taking 1 point from this game. I do want to show you our goal though, because that has won the Goal of the Month award for March. So Huiban with it in the box, pulls it back to the edge of the box. Atanas takes a couple of touches, seems to get lost, and then just fires it past the keeper to get the opening goal of the game. We then played Repentia Timisoara and we beat them 2-0, a very comfortable victory in the end. Huiban and Passionel getting on the score sheet for us, both strikers getting a goal, and just a dominating performance from us. We were still top of the table at this point, and to be fair, we still are top of the table. And that last game against Repentia Timisoara was the final game before we split into the Championship playoff and relegation playoff groups. So we started our group stage off, I guess, away from home against Universitatea Cluj, and we could only manage a 1-1 draw. Mitran got what I thought was going to be a very late winner, but in the end was just the opening goal as Boyachuk managed to equalise in second half injury time with practically the last kick of the game for Universitatea Cluj, and we had to settle for just a point. Now, we've had our youth intake, our first youth intake as Steaua Bucharest manager, and there's only really one person who's a main standout, and that is Constantin Rusu, who is a right-sided attacking midfielder. Looks pretty good. He's only 15, plenty of room for development, of course, but he's already got 11 in dribbling. He's very brave, he's very determined, and he's quite quick as well. So we've offered him a contract. Hopefully he's going to sign, and he can be one for the future. Now, speaking of signings, we did make a loan signing in January. Surprise, surprise, another loan brought in. This guy is a left-back. He's done very well since coming in. You can see he's played 4 times. He's got an average rating of 7.18. He was an improvement on our current left-back and has fitted in nicely to the side. No other signings apart from him, though. We did, however, lose a player on a free transfer, Madeleine Mihaiescu, who I'm not even sure I've even introduced to you. He's not played for us at all in the time that he's been here, so we've just got rid of him on a free. And yeah, he's gone to Agricola Borsea, whoever they are, some other Romanian side who are in the league below us. So in today's episode, we're going to be playing against Unirea Slobozia and Politehnica Timisoara. I'll show you the state of play as we head into these games. We are currently top of the table, 2 points clear of Hermannstadt and Concordia Chiajna, but it's all to play for. There's just 6 points between the top 6. So hopefully we can pick up 2 victories today and keep us at the top of the table. Now, one thing we're going to have to keep an eye on as we get into this championship playoff section of the season is that the games are coming thick and fast. It's game of the weekend, game in midweek, game of the weekend, game in midweek. We need to make sure that the players don't get fatigued or anything. So this is the lineup that we're going with for this first game. We've got Balbarau in goal, as always. Orion, the young right back, is playing today. Lalic and Wallace are our centre backs with the newbie Nikola Radojicic in at left back. Then at right midfield, we've got Adrian Popper. Claudio Danos is being rested today. He is a bit fatigued. We've got Barbulescu and Bajanaro in centre midfield, and then Cosmin Atanas at left wing with Bogdan Chepurliu, who's back from his injury now, finally, with Dragos Huiban alongside him up front. Same tactic as it was last episode, and hopefully we can continue with some positive results and keep ourselves at the top of the table. So first highlight of the game, and it's a long ball forward from the opposition's goalkeeper, won well in the air by Orion, and now Chepurliu has it inside the opposition's half, holds the ball up nicely, plays it back to Nenad Lalic, who has got plenty of time to pick a pass. He does. Finds Bajanaro, who plays a beautiful ball at Chepurliu, and Chepurliu with an excellent finish to get the opening goal of the game, his 7th goal of the season, and we are 1-0 up after less than 20 minutes. Great start from us. So it's Bajanaro with a wonderfully chipped through ball, Chepurliu with a chest to control, and then one touch of the foot to finish it. And as I said, 1-0 up. Corner kick that we need to defend here. It's Quada with a header. It's a great save from Balbarau. The header was straight at him, but he did well to parry it away. Mustacha with a shot, though, and he scored. Robert Mustacha has got the equaliser. It's about 8 minutes after we scored. It was a great save from Balbarau initially, but then Afena held the ball up well, played it to the edge of the box, and Mustacha with an excellent finish to beat our goalkeeper, and we are back on level terms. Elsewhere today, second and third are playing against each other as we've got another chance here with a corner. It's in towards Radojicic, who has been shown this. Oh, it doesn't matter that I can't say his name. He's been sent off. I don't know what he did. As apparently his mistake led to the goal as well. So he's had a stinker of a game, in all honesty. And we need to do something. Or do we need to do anything? I feel Atanas can cover that side of the pitch quite well. It'd be good if we could have a wing back, but I don't think we've got any left wing backs. Okay, so we're going to, if we can, take Cosmin Atanas off. George Chalantaru coming on. Huiban's going to drop to left wing. Chepurliu is going to be the lone striker. And we'll see how we get on with that. So we've obviously already made that one change. Radojicic just leaving us in the lurch by getting himself sent off. Darius Orion's not having a great time out there at right back, but I'm not sure I can take him off because he is our under-19 representative today. But it seems to be letting me do it. Sometimes it doesn't let me do it. Sometimes it does. Not really sure why. But Mitran is going to come on for Darius Orion. And then I think we're going to have to bring Danos on for Adrian Popper at right midfield as well. We could go defensive here, but I feel like we just have to keep going for it as we have just been overtaken in the league by Concordia Chiajne, who are now 2 goals up against Hermannstadt. Dragos Huiban is looking a bit tired out there, so we're going to take him off and bring on Alexandru Zaharia as our 4th substitution of the game with 25 minutes left. Can we find a winner as Wallace has the ball in the box? Zaharia's got it, the substitute. Can he play it across? He can. Wallace is there and it's saved by the keeper. Just pushed wide by the goalkeeper. That was an excellent opportunity for us to get back in front. Barbulescu's got a corner for another chance for us, and that's headed away by Lazar for another corner. Barbulescu to take the corner yet again in towards Chepurliu, but it's headed away by Saviu. And Valentin Barbulescu is looking very, very tired out there, so he's going to make way. Stefan Passionel is going to come on in centre midfield, who did well in that game where we had to play Niaksu and Passionel in a rare starting appearance for them. So 15 minutes left to try and get a winner. I'm not going to switch it up to attacking or very attacking because I feel that would just be stupid and inviting even more pressure onto us when we are down a man already. We're in the dying embers of the game and there's a corner kick and Stoica goes so close to making us leave here with absolutely nothing, but thankfully it was wide and Balbarau can take a long goal kick, but it's won in the air by Dinu, and now Saviu has it on the right hand side for Slobozia. Saviu trying to get past Kalantaro, but he can't because it's an excellent tackle from George. But Saviu has a throw in, plays to Susiu, back to Saviu. Savvy with the ball into the box. We should get this away, but Mitran decides to head it to the only area of the pitch where there's an unmarked Slobozia player. And Lemnaru has it now for Slobozia to Susu. A wide to Lazar. Now Dinu with a chance to get a ball in. And there's more people in the box this time towards Steaua, but it's headed away by Lalic. And that is still in play. But Balbarrow comes out to collect that. And I think that should be the game there. It's going to be another point. 2 points out of a possible 6 in our opening 2 games in this championship playoff is not the start we wanted, but at least we've not been beaten. However, it does mean that we have now dropped down to 2nd place in the table, which would still be a promotion place, but it's getting tighter there. We're only a point ahead of our next opponents, Politehnica Timisoara, so that is a key game. They've just beaten Universitatea Cluj by 2-1, who now find themselves 7 points adrift of the top 2, but only 4 points adrift of the final playoff place. And because of Nikola Radicic is yellow, can't say his name. How can I say his name? Because of Nikola Radicic's yellow card and subsequent red card in the last game, he is suspended for the next game against Politehnica Timisoara. So we'll have to bring Dean Beta back into the squad for that game. And some more bad news. Liviu Bajanari was also going to miss the game against Politehnica Timisoara. He's picked up 7 yellow cards this season, so he's got himself an automatic 1-match ban. And despite the disappointment of that last 1-1 draw in the game that we've just played, we have set a new record for number of games unbeaten. We've now gone 12 games unbeaten since the 2nd of October, which is apparently a new Liga 2 Casa Pariuolo record. Here we go, it's time for the battle between 2nd and 3rd. It's Steaua Bucharest against Politehnica Timisoara. We know that if we lose today, we could find ourselves down as low as 5th by the end of the day, which would not be great considering we were top just a few games ago. Concordia Chiajna, who are currently top, they're playing against 6th place Universitatea Cluj, so it's a bit of an easier game for them on paper, but you never know what could happen. We are going to have to be forced into a few changes for this game compared to the last one. I did say that I was going to be bringing in Dean Beta for the suspended, where's his name again? You know who I mean, the name that I can't say. Nikola Radicic. Nick? We call him Nick. Yeah. That just helps me in pronunciation. So, good old Nick. Beta wasn't coming in for him. I got him confused with Lalic. So George Kalantari was coming in for the suspended Nick at left back. But we have made a change in central defence as well. Dean Beta has come in for Nenad Lalic, who needs a bit of a rest. Wallace also needs a bit of a rest. I'm sort of tempted because Wallace isn't the older one. Dean Beta's the older one. I was thinking that if... No, he's not. I've completely made that up. They're both just early 30s, which is quite young, relatively. So, yeah, ignore that point that I was about to make about Wallace being really old. So Dean Beta and Wallace are our centre-backs today. Claudio Danos is back in the side for Adrian Popper. Barbilescu, I'm risking him a little bit. He is a bit tired. He's alongside Passianel today because, of course, Liviu is suspended. Cosmin Atanas remains at left side of midfield. Then we've got Bogdan Ciperliu with Vasil Buhăescu alongside him up front. Still says he needs a fitness test, but he should be fine. He's been recovered from injury for a little while now. And this is our original front two, if you remember, from the start of the save. So we know that they can work together. So first chance of the game. It's a goal kick. Played long, and Stefan Passianel picks it up nicely in centre midfield for us. Now, can we launch an attack? It's Buhăescu through to Ciperliu. Ciperliu goes round the keeper. He's got to score, and he does. It's a brilliant goal. The two men up front combining just as they did before Ciperliu had that long-term injury. Buhăescu with a beautiful through ball at Ciperliu, who just tapped the ball past the goalkeeper, around the goalkeeper, I should say, to tap it into the net. Excellent find from Buhăescu. And Ciperliu, I mean, the keeper should be doing a lot better there, but Ciperliu had the nous to just touch it past the keeper and then pass it into the net, and that would take us back to the top of the table as things stand, as Concordia Chiajna are currently 0-0 with Universitatea Cluj, as we have possession of the ball once more with Wallace at centre-back. Now Passianel to Barbilescu, back to Passianel, out wide left to Atanas this time. Kalantari, the left-back, gets it from Atanas and gives it back to him. Nice passing play between the two of those. And Kalantari decides the best way is to go back. And Passinel's got it now. Finds Denos in some space on the right-hand side. Can he get a ball in? He can. Buchowescu's there. It's off the bar. Chapurliu for his second. And he gets it. The man is on a hat-trick now after less than 20, just over 20 minutes played. It's an excellent finish from Bogdan Chapurliu. And he's showing exactly what we've missed this season. Not that we've failed to score goals or anything, but just that we've missed him scoring the goals. As Denos was the one with the header, with the cross even, Buchowescu with the header off the bar, and then Chapurliu with the easiest of tap-ins, and it's now 2-0. So ratings aren't going to be the main issue today, it doesn't look like. What is going to be an issue is the condition of the players. Now we've got a few players who are looking already like they're going to be pretty knackered quite soon. Wallace, Denos and Barbilescu are the main ones that I'm looking at. Dean Bates is a bit of a concern on a yellow card as well. He's not got any anger issues in his body language, but that doesn't mean that he's not going to get a second yellow card, and we got punished by that last time with Nick getting sent off. Now I don't want to risk another sending off, so I'm gonna withdraw Beta. We're gonna bring Aino Mitran on. He's not played at centre back for us so far this season. Apparently he can play there. Hopefully this isn't going to backfire on me. I am going to keep an eye on Wallace, Denos and Barbilescu to make sure that they're not getting too knackered out there. We of course do have options on the bench. We've got, I don't really want to bring Lalic on, but if we do need to, we can bring him on for Wallace. And then we've got Popper at right midfield, and Robert Niaksu can play in centre midfield as well. But we'll just make that one change for the time being. We are currently still top of the table as things stand. Concordia Chiajna still level with Universitatea Cluj, and I think it's level elsewhere in the games. Hermannstadt are level as well, so this could be a big win for us if we manage it and scores elsewhere stay the same, as we've done well to keep hold of possession here. Atanas plays it to Barbilescu, who shoots an absolute rocket into the back of the net. Valentin Barbilescu, who said you were looking tired? It can't have been me, because there's no way that you're tired with a shot like that. Buchowescu with nice hold-up play, then Atanas with a pass to Barbilescu, who smashed it past the goalkeeper and makes it 3-0. 53 minutes played, and we are going to make a couple of changes. Claudio Denos is looking pretty tired out there at right midfield, so Adrian Popper's coming on. He looks complacent, but everyone will, because we're so far ahead. And we're also going to make a second change at the back, and then Lalic is going to come on for Wallace. If it lets me do it. It sort of broke a little bit there. There we go. So we've made the 3 changes so far. Bogdan Chapurliu is unmotivated, but like I said, that's probably because we're 3-0 up. Hopefully we're not going to throw this lead away. It's Ignea with the ball just inside his own half. Plays it forward to Gearby. Back to Ignea, and Gearby's got it again. It'd be great if we could just win the ball here and go on another attack. I am conscious of this ball over the top to Gearby, and it's off the post and it's cleared by Ionut Mitram. Got away with one there. It would be nice to keep a clean sheet. Concordia Chiajna have gone a goal up in their game against Universitatea Cluj, but it looks like we've got better goal difference at the moment, as we are staying top despite them having the lead. And I think it is time for Barbilescu to come off the field. He's very tired out there. Robert Niaksu is going to come on for him in centre midfield with 15 minutes left of this game. And it's Sofran with the ball. Finds Ignea. Polytechnica Timisoara looking to ease their goal difference issue that could be caused by a 3-0 defeat. And Benzos through on goal. It's a great block. Andre's there. And instead of shooting at the vast amount of the goal that was open, he decides to hit it straight at the goalkeeper, fortunately for us. And we are going to see out this game. And it's a 3-0 victory, which sends us, I believe, unless something changed in the Concordia Chiajna game, I think that sends us to the top of the table again. Indeed it does. We are top of the table. I'm not even sure by what means. It might be goals scored, because our goal difference is identical to Concordia Chiajna, as is our points. We are 4 points clear in the 2 automatic promotion places, and things are looking they're looking a lot better now. So looking ahead to the next episode, we are definitely going to play these 4 games off camera. The games against Concordia Chiajna, Hermannstadt, Universitatea Cluj and Unirea Slobozia. We'll see how the league's looking and decide whether we're going to play all 3 of these last 3 games or whether we're just going to play 2 of them. There'll definitely be at least 2 games in the next episode, but it will be, unless we finish in 3rd and 4th, it will be the games to end the season and hopefully end the season with promotion. But that is it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel to get all my content when it comes out, hit the notification bell to stay notified, and I'll see you next time.